welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16, Sunday, September 4th. And Lisa Dufault, I tried to put your first and last name together in one word. Yeah, Lisa Dufault is here from Valley Promotions, and we're going to talk about, we could spend hours.
We could.
But we're going to concentrate on 3 and then stretch it into a few more.
We can do that.
So, Lisa, let's start off and let's let everybody know what Valley Promotions is all about.
Valley Promotions, okay, we've got this beautiful new tagline that we're using to make it simple for people, and basically we are the local chamber of nonprofits.
What a great way to describe it.
Yeah, and I mean there are lots of words I can put to it, but that kind of puts it in a nutshell. And we try to do for nonprofits pretty much what a chamber of commerce would do for a business.
And how many nonprofits do we have? Can you count them all?
Probably not. We at Valley Promotions deal with around 200 of them. We cross the line New Hampshire and Maine.
Yeah.
So we've got Carroll and Oxford County. According to the lists that the state provide, each of those have over 1,000 registered 501c3s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a lot of nonprofits.
And the thing is about the Valley, and we were talking about this before we came on, there's so many opportunities, and these nonprofits do so much for the Valley. And some are broad, some are very focused.
Definitely.
But there's just so much, and so much to get involved with, and the benefits that these nonprofits give to the Valley is unbelievable.
Oh, it really is. I mean, there are so many services that would not be addressed if not for the nonprofits we have in this Valley.
Absolutely.
We always say we take care of our own. There may be like federal programs that take months to get on the ground in the Valley, but if we know there's something, somebody jumps on it.
Absolutely. Well, that's actually, I moved up here 31 years ago.
Ooh.
And I remember literally within a few weeks realizing that here in the Valley.
Yeah.
And I remember, commenting to Nancy like, this is really cool how everybody, embraces it and gets around
Absolutely.
stuff.
It's so true.
So what do you have coming up?
Oh, we have so much coming up. September has become one of our craziest months. We are starting with on Sunday, the 11th of September, in the midst of Mud Bowl. We have our benefit breakfast fundraiser over at the Masonic Hall right in North Conway.
So go have breakfast before the Mud Bowl.
And that is kind of the
Nice.
idea. Yeah, it's all you can eat buffet. There's an omelet station they make right to order. French toast, sausage, home fries. There's all kinds of great stuff, and it's by donation. So it's not like a set fee. You come in, you make a donation, and we feed you good, and then you can go watch the finals of the Mud Bowl.
Right. And so the food is great. I've been to these, and
yes.
the food is great, and just the variety of people you get to see and run into. So definitely a good time. So what are the hours for that next week?
That runs from 8 to 11 on Sunday morning. So perfect time, and I just found out that the car wash at the Gibson Center is right afterwards too. So, you can do the whole thing right in the village. You can have breakfast, have your car washed, go to the Mud Bowl.
Here's what you need to do. You need to get someone who will take your car, valet it over to the car wash. You come back from your breakfast and your car is washed.
I love it.
Let's work on that. That's a good idea. We're going to go with that.
Let's find a valet.
That's great. So
there must be a volunteer who would valet.
Absolutely. Hans, you could do that.
Oh,
That's
perfect.
Right. So
Okay, we've got it. Hans is going to valet back and forth from the breakfast over to the Gibson Center for car wash and breakfast.
Yeah, we're going to find out about that. But that's just one thing you've got going on. What else do you have?
The following Sunday, we have our first annual Damsel Scramble golf tournament. And that's going to be a ladies only 9-hole event at the Linderhof Country Club in Glen. The morning is going to start with muffins and mimosas. And we'll be bidding on men that are coming to be caddies. So that'll be kind of fun. It is limited to 9 teams of 4. And each of those teams 8 of those teams can purchase a caddy, because we only have 8 caddies.
Well, you need another caddy.
No, we want them to bid.
Oh, okay.
So one team may be out of luck.
One team is lugging their club. So.
That's right. So that should be a lot of fun. This is, as I said, first annual. We're really hoping to make it every year. A lot of women really excited to play in this tournament.
Well, I know a good deal of the women golfers in town, and it's not going to be a quiet bunch.
Oh, no.
Especially not after the muffins and mimosas.
That's
too.
right. And then they get out there and they do their holes and come back. And John O'Mulkern is doing a special brunch to follow it up with. So.
Oh, that's great.
So
and Linderhof is kind of one of those little hidden gems for a golf course. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's a 9-hole, and it's a great little spot. And on a Sunday morning.
Perfect. Yes.
That's great.
That should be a lot of fun.
So what are you looking for that? What do you still need a little bit of help with that?
We do. We need a couple more caddies. The teams are filling up nicely, so that's good. But we also do need a couple more sponsors for the event. We have 9 holes, and we have 5 hole sponsors at this point. We'd like 4 more.
Absolutely.
And we've got a couple of bigger sponsors. North Conway Rotary has come on, and Progressive Auto Works. So those are bigger sponsors. But
great.
We'd like to get 4 more hole sponsors. So if anybody's interested in that, they can certainly get in touch with me.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. So that's Sunday.
Sunday.
And then you got something else coming up.
The following Sunday. Yes. We like Sundays. On the 25th of September, we have our 7th annual Volunteers of the Year Awards. You know that one pretty well,
I do,
Rob.
because I was lucky enough to be honored by that last year, and it was really to be honored. It was an honor to be there. But what was also great was just the company that I was with of all these other people who do so much for the Valley. And what I was amazed by is that some of the things that people have done, but then how much else that everybody has done over the years. Yeah.
Well, and that's the great thing is, the people are nominated for this award, and then we collect names of other people who know them, and so many of the letters do address different aspects than what everybody is used to seeing them as.
Right.
So that's really kind of neat. And each year it seems to grow. This year we actually have 15 honorees, which is the largest group so far. It averages around 12, so 15 is wonderful. And we did release that list yesterday. If you'd like, I can share the names of those people.
I'd like to know those names.
Okay, so this year we have Maureen and Fred Chamberlain, Oscar Comer III, the Conway Area Humane Society Junior Board, Pete Davis, Kelly Drew, Philip Franklin, Terry Goldblatt, Ellen Guilford, Sherry Hodgden, Cheryl Ann Mitchell, Cam Sargent, Arden and Ray Schoen, Russ Siebold, Sally Whitaker, and Donna Woodard.
That's a good group of people.
It's a great group of people. So it should be a fabulous, fabulous evening.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the thing that was also nice, too, is like you say, you collect letters from people. So it's not just you sitting there and coming up with stuff about a person. It's people sending this stuff in and then you compiling it. Exactly. And it was very well done in terms of just the display and talking to all the people, or them talking about the honorees. It was very nice format.
Well, thank you.
Very nice format. Not a dry format by any way. It kept moving.
And that's the goal. And each of these honorees may speak if they want. Some of them have already said, "Oh no, I'm not getting up there," and that's okay. They don't have to.
Absolutely.
And that is also one of my favorite things about this award is when the letters of notification go out. So many of the people will get back to me and say, "Oh no, there's a mistake. I don't deserve this award," which to me proves they do.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing it for the glory. They're just out there doing something good. And
Absolutely.
It's nice to be able to say thank you for doing something good.
Well, and I'll throw back too. It's very nice of you and your group to recognize these people. I think that's one of the nice things. Like you say, that people don't do it for the glory, but it's nice to to get the little pat on the back too, because and what a great night for that. So.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I'm hoping we're still nailing everything down, but I think we will have Valley Ms. and Valley Mister there this year to do it. So that'll be great because we're the last couple of years we've done this. We've been on the same weekend as the Highland Games, which makes it tough. So this year we're actually a week after the games, so that'll be really great. And Valley Ms. will be in the Valley.
Well, there we go.
So
and that's at the Grand Summit?
It will be at the Grand Summit Hotel, 7 p.m. They always do up a really nice room for us and just make it really special.
Yeah, that's great.
And that is open to the public as well. The honorees each get tickets to attend, but we invite the public to come to the event as well. It's $5 admission just to pay for the hors d'oeuvres and the setup. And
a nice group of hors d'oeuvres last year, I remember. I'm snacking out on those until I had to get up there. I'm like, no, I'm eating mine, whatever it was.
I can't talk, I'm eating.
That's it. So that's great. So you got 3 great events. And then what else you probably have some other stuff that's coming down the pike here.
We're kind of quiet in October. I think after September we kind of need to take a breath. But then coming up on November 22nd, we've got our third annual College Scholarships Fair, which is coming up at Grand State College
That's
again.
a neat thing. That's
So,
a neat.
yeah.
I remember us talking about that and the opportunities that gives to students.
And especially now with Dollars for Scholars gone. They really need to be able to see what these scholarships are about.
Yeah.
We've got a really good committee. The Children's Museum has teamed with us to put this program together because they're all about education as well. So they're working with us on this, so that should make it wonderful. And anybody who offers a scholarship, we invite them to please contact us, get in touch, because we want every scholarship that we can find to be there to actually speak with these students about what they offer and what's involved in applying. And we cover Kennett and high school areas. I mean, Kennett and Freiburg.
And there's a lot of, I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of the students don't realize that some of these scholarships are even out there.
That is so true. After the first year, it was interesting because one of the scholarship people came back to me and said they were so glad that they had attended because they had been trying to get people to apply and people didn't know what they did, and they had more people apply after that first year that we did this than they had in all 4 previous years combined.
Wow, that's great.
So that definitely.
And that's coming up when?
November 22nd.
November 22nd.
So that's the week.
So plenty of time to start planning for that.
Oh, yes. But yeah, we would love to fill Granite State College with people who offer scholarships.
That's great.
We have had a number of new people reach out to us, which is wonderful. But we've got plenty of room. They've got 2 floors there. So I would love to fill it. That would be wonderful.
Now, if somebody wants to get some more information from you, from Valley Promotions, I mean, obviously I get the emails on a regular basis. How does somebody sign up for the emails or get on that list?
On that list, they can just send us an email at valleypromotions@gmail.com, and we will put them on the list to receive the newsletter. It is also available in a PDF format on our website, and that's valleypromotions.net. All of these events will be on the website, and definitely get into the newsletter. And the newsletters are distributed around the valley as well.
Right, and you have some nice sponsors who sponsor the newsletter.
Yes,
I see that when I look through it.
Yeah,
so
and that seems to
kudos
be
to them.
growing. Yes, so that's really good because that's one of the tough things that we get is people don't understand why we need to have sponsors for these, and it's like, well, unfortunately,
print them.
Exactly, and then we got to distribute them, and but yeah, so we've got some really good people that have started supporting us, and some that have been with us right from the beginning, which is really cool too.
Well, that's great. And when you go through that, when you read that brochure, you read it online. It's one of the things Hans and I talk about this all the time. That no matter what you do in the Mount Washington Valley, you're missing out on something else.
Oh, yes.
Which is not a bad thing because there's just so much to do. And sometimes it's, going for a hike. Sometimes it's partaking in one of these events. Whatever it might be, there's so much to do. And thank you for keeping us in the know with that.
I love it. I have so much fun doing it. And that's one of the big things. We are just about to start year 9 of this. So
that's great.
Yeah, I love it.
That's great.
And I get to visit with lots of fun people.
There we go. Well, Lisa, thanks so much for coming by.